Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday. Stretch It Out Sunday here. Patrick, pat on your back, personal fitness. Good student. Morning, Kathy. Work on, like I said, stretching things out, relaxing the body, really boosting. Morning, Jen. That recovery process. Morning, Mom. That we're going through, and then kind of ease out of last week. We had our 6 days of work and our day off yesterday, or maybe did our class yesterday. Morning, Elena Ray. So today we want to kind of, again, cap off last week with some recovery and some unwinding, and then also kickstart this upcoming week with that same process. Unwind, recover, let things really regenerate, recoup from last week, store anything we need to store away in the brain, give that brain a little break as well, focus on ourselves, de-stress, and then head into this new week on the right foot. So again, you just need a mat or somewhere comfortable to lay down, and you need stretch straps if you have them, or if you don't have them, a belt, a house coat belt, a piece of string, a piece of rope that'll last. Again, I've got my Liebert stretch straps, so that they're the figure 8 version, some with 2, some stretch straps are one long piece with different handles in them. There's different variations, or again, whatever you have at home. If you don't have anything, just yourself is fine there. So let's just get a little warm up going in here. It's gonna be a nice easy march. Just nice and light here. If you're in your sock feet, bare feet, just be sure you're on something soft. If you have carpet, or if you have your mat out, maybe be on that mat. Good. Or if you just do heel raises if you don't want to march. Good. Now just bring that knee up nice and high, but slow things down. So again, we're keeping impact out of it because we're just warming up. And again, it's a low impact day, super low impact. But we're still getting a little core balance here and using those bigger muscles to move more to get that heart rate up a little bit. Good. And come back down and into that calf raise, up and down. Good. Remember, place the heels down on the floor. Nice. Nice big breath in and out. Good. Now see if those feet are wide. And see that little shift side to side. Good. Again, just nice easy movements here, just to get some heat in the body, so the muscles get a little more pliable. They'll move a little better. And also maybe to help flush here some things out. If the legs are recovering from Friday, just to get that movement in there. Remember, don't force anything. Let's come back center. Walk those feet in. Just give me a little shoulder roll back. Those feet can stay kind of walking on the spot, or two-stepping a little bit if you need to. Just to help you stay warm. Good. Nice big circle back. Great, and let's switch now. Go forward. Good. Nice slow big circles, and just loosening up, warming up the body. Miliano morning. One more time, let's roll it back. We're going to start with a few upper body stretches while we're up. And then as well, if you feel you want to keep walking around or moving the feet a bit to help you stay warm, feel free. One more time, bring that shoulder up, back, and set it in place. Feel the bottoms of those shoulder blades draw together. So again, it's not really pushing the chest out here. We'll do that in a bit. But stay just that bottom of the shoulder blade, just engage a little bit, just like you hear my voice say when you're out for your walks and your runs. Helping that posture here, opening the chest. We're stretching the chest a bit here by engaging the upper back. If you've done yoga, that's how yoga typically works. You strengthen one side while you're stretching another side of the body, front to back or side to side. So while we're here, let's bring those hands up. Let's push forward and pull back. So very slow and controlled. And again, move with purpose here. Really think, push with the chest, pull with that upper back. Good. So again, now we're really sharpening this connection so that in our general class warm-up, if we do this a little faster, if we're doing upper body Monday or any of those other classes, you can really target those muscles to get that good warm-up. But then also when we're lifting weights, or even on the chest press that we do, if we visualize someone pushing us, we can really sharpen that connection. Good, and let's switch to push-up. So now press up and pull down. Press up and pull down. So I think now shoulders, upper back. Shoulders, upper back pulls. Good. Typically with weights in our hand, because of gravity, we can't switch muscles like this. This would be a shoulder exercise both ways. Unless we're in the water or we're giving ourselves resistance, like on our Buddy Systems or HIIT trainer, we can't really switch muscles. So it's a different way. But without weights here, we can really just focus on what muscle we want to work. So last time, bring it all the way down with control and just give those shoulders a little shake here. Good. Let's go back to feet hip width. Just give me a few squats here, down and up. Just again, really, again, use those legs to get the body temperature up. Good. Get that heart rate up a little bit. And then we'll get into some more of our upper body focused stretching. Again, if this bothers anything, shorten the range of motion. Doesn't have to be very deep. We're just warming up. But if it still aggravates things, do something else that works better for you. Maybe go back to a high knee march or march itself for now. Good. Let's go 2 more. Last one. And come on up. Good stuff. And just give those legs a little shake there. Just let things, again, relax, recover, regenerate. So as I said, we're going to start upper body stretching so that we can keep moving with our legs to help us stay warm. And just to kind of have a bit of a sequence to kind of work mostly from top to bottom. We may do a little bit of flipping around here and there, but for the most part, we'll transition from up to down. So what I'd like you to do is just take both arms out to the front as an inhale, and then as you exhale, open both sides out as far as you can, reaching back behind you. Good. Reaching out this way as far as you can. If you can go farther than me, that's great. Go ahead. Go within your range of motion. If you can't go as far as me, that's okay too. Go where your body goes. Feel that tension, no pain, but tension through the chest. We're in Zulu. And across the bicep, the front of the arm. Shoulders are down and relaxed away from the neck. And just focus on that nice deep breath in and out. Good. And then on your next exhale, just slowly take those hands and turn the thumb down toward the floor on both sides. Get that nice stretch through the biceps, the front of the arm. Good. And again, you can keep those feet moving a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot, but just to keep you warm, help with that circulation. As always, if you've got the space, use it. Feel free to walk around your space if you'd like. As long as you can hear what we're doing. Pop in once in a while to see, that's fine. Let's bring those thumbs back up. And we'll take both hands as we inhale behind us. Lock those fingers together if you can. And then exhale again to push away. If you can't touch the hands, just think of pushing back behind you. Opening up again, opening that chest a little more. And the shoulders here as well. Take that nice deep breath in and out. Good. Nice big breath. Trying to lengthen that chest and shoulder area. Ideally, as we're holding a stretch, typically we'll feel things lengthen and release almost, for lack of a better word. But as the tension releases, we sometimes can get, that's when we get deeper into that stretch. So you'll notice the intensity of the stretch. Even though we don't want pain, remember, it's tension, but if that intensity of that tension should decrease. And as it does, sometimes that's when we can go a little deeper into that stretch. Good. If that's not there today, though, again, that's okay. Just go where the body goes for you for today. And on your next exhale, let's slowly release and come back to center. Let's take one arm across the chest to the opposite shoulder, your free hand to that elbow, and press that elbow kind of across the body. Like you have an itch back here, you just can't reach, so you gotta try to push that hand a little further down the back. Tricep and shoulder here, get that stretch. Good. And when you're set, again, focus on nice deep breath in and out. Again, if you can, stay moving. Good. Or as I mentioned last time, if you need to layer up a little bit for this class to help you stay warm, feel free. And whatever works for you at your location, you know what you need. Good. Nice deep breath in and out. Morning, Dylan. And on your next inhale, we'll come out of that. We'll switch sides and we'll exhale. Push that elbow across the body. Again, tricep and into the shoulders to get a stretch here. Taking that nice deep breath in and out. We usually save this for the end, but a good chance here if you want to give yourself a little pat on your back for a job well done, for being here on a Sunday. Good. Take those big breaths in and out to get oxygen into the muscles, and then to exhale the waste products we make when we're moving, when we're stretching, even to kind of, again, boost the recovery of that muscle to help performance. And using controlled breath is a nice way to help us de-stress a little bit too, to help us unwind, help the body and the mind relax. On your next exhale, let's slowly release and come down and shake out in front. Great stuff. Let's take a big breath in here and imagine a big redwood tree in front of you. And as you exhale, when you think of taking your arms out around that tree and rounding just the upper back. So notice it's not here, it's just that upper back. Your shoulder blades draw away from each other here, rounding out that upper back. Shoulders are down, away from the neck. Good. Take that nice deep breath in and out. That's the way. So we're trying to spend most of our time trying to engage the muscles in the upper back because the chest is over tight and kind of pulls them apart. But we want to have some stretching there too to kind of let those muscles recover a little bit from that. And again, to kind of feel the differences between rounded and together, and to kind of let some of that, what we want from them, the process that we want them to be engaged more, to have endurance and stability in that upper back area. Good. And let's just take both arms down and out to the side and pushing back. Just a different variation of what we did earlier with the hands behind our back. Now out to the sides a little bit and reaching just a different angle. Again, to hit that chest once again. To really help open it up, to also help our posture. We're going to get into our dynamic portion in a sec where we work that upper back mobility. So this is called static stretching. We're holding still. We're taking muscle to sort of what we say would be the end of its flexibility, I guess, or the limit. And then we try to move that limit along over time. Good. And on your next exhale, let's relax. So again, let's work on that upper back mobility here. So we've done this one before. We wanted to think of a set the shoulders, inhale to prepare. And then as you exhale, think the chest squeezing to bring the shoulders in together around the upper back. And then inhale to open up and push that chest forward a little bit. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale to roll over. Good. Inhale to open up. Good. Exhale to roll over. Morning, Melissa. inhale to open up. Exhale to roll around that upper back. So again, trying to increase a little bit of mobility through that upper back, that upper spine, that thoracic spine we call it. Well, everyone, scientists found the name, that's what we say it though. But that's where a lot of our movement comes from. So running, walking, round it over. Thanks, Melissa. Happy Sunday to you too. A lot of our movements are reaching, our swinging movements. If you're a golfer, tennis, pickleball player, baseball player, more mobility we can have there, the better range of motion we can have. And again, better control, we can move more efficiently. Because instead of the whole body maybe moving, maybe just that upper back goes that when it needs to. Good, give me a couple more here. Good. On your next roll forward, hold. So now more of a static hold here. To again, lengthen out that upper back area a little bit. Hold for a few breaths. And then on your next inhale, open up. And again, hold here for a few breaths. Exhale and inhale here. Again, thinking almost of kind of pushing the chest forward a bit, really driving the shoulder blades together. Good. And on your next exhale, just come back to neutral. So remember, neutral isn't here though. We're sort of here. Tall posture, vertebrae stacked. Good. Let's do one more thing for upper back, just to really get that mobility in there, and then we'll progress on with some more of our stretching. So we do this one in Core Plus sometimes. Set the shoulders, bring those arms up about shoulder height. And really what you think of, with your right arm pull back, while your left arm pushes forward. So your chest turns the way that you're pulling of that back arm. So when we switch, a nice slow breath to switch. So now the chest again is the other way. So my back's to you, being sawing onto the camera, but my chest follows the bending arm, the pulling arm. Good. Nice and slow. Drive that elbow back while you extend that opposite arm forward. So if you're facing us, your chest would switch side to side as you rotate. Notice all my hips are staying square to that camera, to you. So again, we're working on moving different parts of the body at different times. We don't always move the whole thing at once. Sometimes you have to move in opposition of each other. Upper and lower do different things. Even within the upper back, may have a little extra movement in it compared to the lower back, depending on what we're doing. Good. Nice controlled movement. When you get to the end, really think of drive that elbow back and reach that hand forward, and then control yourself going through. So as the arm's coming forward, it switches from a pull back here to kind of a pushing forward. And this hand switches to pulling. So it's pulling back. And again, trying to keep those hips still. You'll feel a little oblique here, but we want to get upper back mobility, so the spine in the upper back. Good. And again, here. One more. Let's go one more each side. Good. And switch. Nice. And bring both in kind of to a neutral position, and just relax those arms down. Give them a little break. We're going to do triceps one more time. Last time we had kind of tricep and shoulder. We're going to isolate the tricep a little more. So if you have your stretch strap or whatever you're using, go ahead and grab it. Again, if you don't have one, that's okay. You can just use yourself. So if you don't have the stretch strap, we're going to take one arm up behind the head and at the elbow, and then your opposite hand is going to go on to that elbow and give a little push down to let the back of the arm get that stretch. Or you could even try to take the opposite hand behind and try to reach those fingers together. Either version is fine, or if that bothers anything, go back to this version. If you have your strap, hand goes behind, you grab onto the strap at one of the loops, if you have a loop, and then you just add a little tension to pull down. So now I've kind of got one shoulder up in the air. I kind of take pressure off this opposite shoulder, and I can add a little pull down through the opposite side. So I kind of activate the opposite tricep with that little pull, and the upper back too so that when I stretch the other side, it gets a little bit, a little different pull to it. Gives it a little bit of that extra stretch. Good. But it lets the upper body kind of relax. It really almost ensures that both shoulders will be down. Sometimes with both arms up, the shoulders tend to creep up. We don't want that. We want them to stay down. Good. Trying to keep the head up, looking forward if you can. Keep that neck neutral. Nice deep breath in and out. Great job. Again, we try to hold for around 30 seconds or so to let ourselves get into position, to get the hands and elbows and everything where we need it, and then to give us that time once we're in the stretch to actually get the response to the stretch, or to enjoy the stretch a little bit. Remember, just tension, no pain. If there's pain, ease out of the stretch a little bit. Good. And on your next exhale, we'll switch sides. So nice and slow, whatever version you had going there. Same thing on the other side if you can. If you can't, then find the option that works best for you. Remember, if that muscle's twitching, it's a bit of a reflex to say, it's trying to say, you know, we're too deep into the stretch here. It's trying to contract or flex to get out of it. So if you're twitching in a stretch, typically, unless you're super tired from a workout, but even then, typically we want to come out of that stretch for a bit. Find the area where there is no twitching, and then slowly ease into it as we hold the stretch. Good. Nice deep breath in and out. Again, you can still keep walking if you like to help you stay warm. But if you're better staying still to focus, that's fine too. Good. Again, whatever works best for you. Great job. And let's try to, again, think of tall posture, head up and neutral, looking forward if you can. Another breath or two here on this side. Good. And let's slowly release and bring ourselves down. So we try to spend a good ideal amount of time on the upper body, because again, it is so important for a lot of our movements. It's where the neck and into the head is, so lots of important spine pieces there that protect the nervous system. The brain's up here, and for a lot of us, a lot of people, this kind of gets rushed through to get to the legs, because the legs are a little bigger muscle. Usually they feel the stretch a little differently, and it maybe feels a little better. But we really want to keep that upper body open and efficient, because that's what helps us be efficient in our movements. That's what helps with our reaching and pulling, our striding for when we want to walk or run a little faster, or just have that counterbalance. We need those movements in the upper body. So nice to really give that area a good bit of focus as well. So we're going to switch to lower body now. We're going to stay up though for the first couple. We'll get into those calves, and then we'll make our way down to our mat from there. So if you need a sip of water, by all means grab some anytime. Grab some water if you need it. And when you're set, we'll take 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. And think, remember, feet are hip width apart, and be a little longer than your walk stride would be. So not really reaching for it, but I'm a little further than my walk would be. Tall posture, set the shoulders, engage the core, and as you exhale, push into that front leg while pressing the back heel into the floor. So we're pushing two opposite ways, and that gets that stretch into the calf. Heel into the floor, most of the weight into that front leg, into that knee. Again, tall posture, hands can be on the hips. They can be by your side. They can be on that front leg. If they're on your front leg, that's fine. Just try not to be here. Try to stay tall for me. If you need to be somewhere for a bit of balance help, you can. Remember though, we want your feet hip width apart. That'll help with your balance as well. Or maybe a little wider if you need that stability. Nice. And again, if you're able to sink into the stretch further, go ahead. But if it's not there, don't worry about it. Go where you need to go to get that stretch for today. Good. Sleep, hydration, stress, nutrition, all play a factor in how pliable our bodies feel between muscles and fascia and everything. So if it's not there today, it's okay. Do what works for you. Good. And let's come up. Keep the feet here though, and that back foot, just drop that knee toward the floor. You may need to bend the front knee a little bit, but focus more on taking that back knee down. Get a little deeper, deeper layer to that calf. Good, into what we call the soleus muscle. We just stretch the bigger muscle, the top layer that you kind of see that gives the calf its shape. Now we're getting a deeper level with this position. Good. But as I said, there's so many factors. Your stretching, your flexibility could vary day to day, and that's okay. Do what your body's capable of today, but maybe try to think if your flexibility seems a little less than it was yesterday or last Sunday when we did this class. Come on up. Try to think of what's different. On your back foot, now come up on those toes, hips tip forward and back knee drops down, just so you feel that hip flexor stretch. What's been different? Am I sleeping the same? Have I been drinking enough water? It's hotter outside these last few days. Maybe I wasn't drinking enough water, so things tighten up. They're not as pliable. We have water all through our body, right? So we need to put that in and keep cells and joints lubricated and have the muscles nourished with that and hydrated so that they can do different movements. Good, again, getting that hip flexor here. That's why a lot of people will do like a journal, a tracker, either nutrition or exercise or both. Maybe sleep, maybe just an overall daily journal entry of what they were doing. We'll come on up, bring those feet together. Let's switch sides here. So again, a little further back than your walk stride and lean into that front foot, pushing that back heel down. So again, if you're doing the tracking, then you can go back and say, well, you know what, last Sunday I felt really flexible. I felt really good in the class. I could get deeper into some stretches than I could today. What's different? And maybe you look at your Saturdays or Friday Saturdays or even part of the week and see what was different. And then maybe that gives you some tips of what your best practices are. Well, you know what, I didn't sleep as much this week. I had a couple nights with a low sleep for whatever reason. I need everything else looks pretty consistent. I really need it this week. Let's focus on getting back to that sleep routine. Or you know what, I didn't drink enough water this week. Let's put a strategy in place. Let's get our chart out and try to hit a goal of so much water each day or every couple days or something like that. Again, it's part of that plan and process and looking at what works well for you. Good. Morning, I think that's Dan. Hope you're doing well, buddy. If that's you. Even if it's not, I hope you're doing well, but whoever that is. Let's come up out of that stretch, and again, as you exhale, bend the knee this time. Bend that front leg a bit to release it, but focus on that back knee going toward the floor. Again, getting deeper layer into that calf area. Good. Nice deep breath in and out. Good. Again, check in. Tall posture. There's the upper back engaged slightly. Feeling that upper back. Draw the shoulder blades together a little bit to open up that chest and build endurance back there. That's what we need. We need strength in this area, but also endurance, because gravity is always pushing us. That's why we end up like this. Gravity's pushing down on us. So we can build endurance there. We'll come up here. Extend the back knee up on those toes, hips tilt, drop that knee down, hip flexor stretch, just till you get that stretch. The more we can build endurance back there, the more we can withstand the forces of gravity pushing on us all the time. Good. So our last thing here, standing, we're going to progress to our mat in just a second and continue on with our lower body stretches. Good. Again, nice deep breath in and out. Good. And let's come on up. And let's step together. And again, just give yourself a little shake here. Walk it out, even walk it out a little bit. Get some circulation, some blood flow back through into that calf area. From holding that position, it's not cut off, but there may be a little restriction because we're holding a position. So again, just to help get things back up from the lower body up to the heart. Move around a little bit. Yeah, how is you, Dan? Morning, Dan. If you're still there, hope you're doing great, buddy. Glad to hear you're doing well. Get back on the mend. So sip of water, and then whatever way works best for you, you can make your way down to your mat. Have a seat on your mat. Remember, if you want to have like a cushion or throw pillow or yoga blocks, if you have them close by for the hands or the hips, sometimes feel free. Whatever feels best for you. So water, and have a seat. Have your stretch strap with you. Good stuff. And just sit whichever way is most comfortable for you. So you can think legs out in front with a slight bend for now, or if it's comfortable, you could sit cross-legged, one in front of the other. Whatever, again, whatever works best for you for today. Doesn't matter. If you start here and the hips get really tight, then feel free, switch to here. Not a problem. Whatever is best for you. Think nice tall posture. Those vertebrae are stacked one on top of the other. We'll take a nice deep breath in. And what I want you to do is take your right arm to left knee. Your left arm goes back behind you, and then turn to look over that back shoulder. Again, stay nice and tall. Good, nice long posture. And just try to find something back there to kind of focus your gaze on, if there's something around you. I have my great Acadia Axeman logo to check out. And then again, if you're able to get a little deeper and go a little further, go ahead. If not though, that's okay. So we're stretching through the neck, down into the obliques as well, into the hip a little bit. Trying to keep our mobility. Good. We'll hold here one last breath in. And as you exhale, slowly coming back to center with lots of control. So working on that neck flexibility, thinking of driving the car, turning to look to back in, or checking blind spots. We need lots of mobility. That thoracic spine mobility we talked about, that helps us get a little further, but also in through the neck as well. So think of that as well as the obliques here. Let's switch sides. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, let's take that left arm across to the right. Right arm back behind and look over that back shoulder. And really think each inhale you get a little bit taller and longer through that spine. Good. Nice deep breath in and out. Good. We're going to really lengthen out that spine. Stay nice and tall here. Good stuff. Morning, Shar. Last couple of breaths here. And as you exhale next, again, slowly bring yourself back to that center position. And again, just check in for a moment here with that posture. Earlobes over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Bottoms of the shoulder blades drawn together just slightly. Just enough to feel that upper back engage. And just hold here for a breath or two. Just to work on that good posture. Great job. And then let's slowly take both legs out in front. Take them out nice and long. Stretch drop around the feet, around the arch of the foot. And if you've got the Liebert style with the figure eights, one on each leg. If you have your long style or your belt or rope, think again nice. Think around the arch of the foot to make sure it stays locked over the foot. You can bring both feet together to kind of help lock them in as well. Set your shoulders down. If you have the stretch strap, I want you to think of rowing, pulling the elbows back behind you to help you hip hinge forward. So again, my back stays nice and long here, and I draw forward. I don't round over just to get further. If you don't have stretch straps, take the arms up and reach out towards us. Extend and reach out straight across the room. It's like you're trying to reach out and grab someone's hand that's here on the video with you. Good. Just keep the shoulders set with either version. Again, nice long spine. And that nice deep breath in and out. Good. And again, just check in once in a while. Are those shoulders set? Is my core engaged? Is my spine neutral? Is it long? Good. Can I get a little deeper in the stretch maybe? With the stretch straps, we're kind of engaging the upper back, again, building that endurance while we're pulling ourselves forward to lengthen the legs. Good. So again, anything we can do to sort of increase engagement of the upper back is to our benefit. The back of the body needs the work so that it can perform better to help the front of the body perform a lot of the movements we perform every day. Good. So let's inhale to come out of that stretch. And as you exhale, let's go into it one more time. Get a little deeper if you can this time. Again, if you can't, that's okay. Whatever works for you. Take that nice breath in and out. Again, mild tension, no pain here. Great job. Again, try to spend this time thinking of you and how you're feeling and what the body's feeling right now. Be really internally focused throughout the class. Good. And on your next exhale, we'll slowly come up and we'll release that stretch strap. We'll bring both feet in together, soles of the feet together. Bring those heels in nice and close, sitting nice and tall. Hands kind of go around the ankle area. And as you exhale again, hip hinge, keep that back long. Hip hinge forward, feel the inner thigh stretch. And then if you want a deeper stretch, you can take the elbows or hands to kind of that mid-thigh area and add a little more of a push if you want to. If not, here, gravity's assisting. So you're still getting that stretch. Whatever, again, works best for you. Good morning, Marianne. Take that nice deep breath in and out here. Good. Shoulders relaxed. Good. Great job, everybody. Setting ourselves up for a great week here. Getting some stress reduction, letting the body recover and repair, easing tension out of us. So that again, we can head into the week with a clear mind, hopefully a low level of tension and stress, so we can better react to things that come up and that happen. Because we have a clear head, a clear mind, and less tension all over. Tension in the body affects our mental tension in our aspects. We want to have a nice relaxed body. So again, it can perform how it needs to, but also it'll influence our decision making, our thought process. And let's exhale to come up. Bring those legs in and take it out, shake it out here. Again, we want to have a complete package as best we can. We don't just want to focus on the physical, that's important. We want to focus on the mental well-being. We want to focus on improving the mind, getting it stronger as well, just like the heart and the muscles that we work so often. But we want to be able to go into kind of highlight that fifth gear, if you heard me talk about it the other day, fifth gear, but also be able to downshift to maybe be in third gear or second gear, or maybe be in first. Sometimes we put that stick in neutral and we just relax and unwind. That's what we need sometimes, that ability to go through the gears, up and down. Let's hop over to one side, whatever side you prefer. We're here, that top leg, once you're set, head on the hand or on the arm. We'll bring that top foot heel toward the hip. Reach for the foot if you can, or the socks or pant legs, or if you have that stretch strap, put it around the front of the foot, and you can bring it in, driving that heel toward the hip. Taking that nice deep breath in and out here. Great stuff. Nice controlled breath, drawing that heel toward the hip. Remember, you can do this on your belly as well. If being on your side is a little too much stability-wise, you can lie on your belly, do the same movement, and then gravity assist that foot, getting a little closer to the hip. Good, and let's exhale and release and bring that knee through toward the chest just to give the back of that hip a little break here. You can give a little self-release if you like. Good, nice big breath in and out. And then let's go ahead and switch opposite side. So you can either roll yourself around, roll over, whatever you prefer. We just want the other leg on top. If you're on your belly, you could just stay there and switch legs. So we're going to inhale to bring in that heel toward the hip, reaching for the foot, the socks, pant legs, the stretch strap, or just bring the heel in. Again, whatever works best for you. Good, stretching through the front of that thigh here, the quadriceps. Nice big deep breath in and out. Chest stays open, hips are stacked one on top of the other. Good. Nice deep breath in and out. Good. Use the breath to get into that stretch, to really let the body recover and relax. Good, great job. And on your next exhale, we'll slowly release and then bring that knee through toward the chest. Good. Again, just giving a little break for that glute and into the outer thigh bit here. Not a super deep stretch, but giving ourselves a little break there. Great job, everybody. Think of that nice deep breath in and out. Good. And then let's slowly roll over onto your back here. So we're lying on the mat. Knees are bent here. Let's cross left leg over right. So you get that cross motion. We're going to bring the right leg up and either reach through the hands, or again, if you have your stretch strap, you can put that on before we start onto that side. Have the crossover and then pull in through the stretch strap, or again, you can reach through the thigh and draw in. Whatever version, again, works best for you. Good. Stretching the glute of that left leg, that top leg, should feel in the back of the hip here. Your bottom leg is up to you. You can stay bent. You could extend it long if you'd rather have it here. Wherever you kind of feel that stretch. For me, I feel it more if I keep my knee bent on that bottom leg. But again, whatever method works best for you. Good. And once you're in position, think of that nice deep breath in and out. Letting that glute lengthen out here. Great job, everybody. Nice deep breath in and out. Good. And on your next inhale, we'll just hold it one more time, and then as you exhale, slowly releasing that bottom foot to the mat. And then go ahead and switch. Nice smooth here, no rush. Nice easy movements. Switch the stretch strap if you have one. If you don't, that's okay. Just get yourself set up. Crisscross, right leg over left this time. And as you exhale, bring that left knee up. You can either reach through with the hands to the thigh, try to keep that upper body relaxed if you can, and draw it in. Or if you have your stretch strap, draw that through as well. Whatever works best for you. Good. Again, that nice deep breath in and out. Letting the upper body rest into the mat here, taking that pressure of gravity off the body. It's not pushing down on our head now, it's pushing into our chest. help open things up. So give that spine, enjoy that break for the spine and the posture here. Great job. Nice big breath in and out. Love it. And again, on your next exhale, slowly release and lower that foot to the mat, uncross the legs, and we'll just take one leg out at a time until both are out nice and long. And we'll inhale the arms up over the chest, and exhale overhead, reaching nice and long from wall to wall. Think from heels, go one way, fingertips the other way. So fingertips and heels reaching from wall to wall. Trying to lengthen out that spine. Trying to stretch out the abdominals here. And think of that nice big breath in and out. Good. Again, let yourself relax into the mat. You should just be thinking of lengthening the body out here. Good. Nice big breath in and out. Great job, everybody. Again, try to feel that lengthening happen. Imagine kind of rope at your heels and at your fingertips pulling you from wall to wall. Good. Maybe a little taller after this class, so watch your head when you go through doorways. Don't bonk your head. Good. We'll inhale the arms up over the chest and exhale them down to our sides. We'll bend both knees one at a time here. We'll slowly shift over to one side, and then nice and easy, make your way up to tabletop position. So hands and knees here, nice and easy. Then once you're there, knees hip width apart, bring those toes together. And then as you exhale next, sit back onto your heels with the hips. Hold the head between the arms, so with a dangle, you try to use the hands to push yourself back onto those heels. Stretching the lower back, the glute, but also you may feel it in the shin with that foot really being pointed down. Good. Nice deep breath here in and out. Because the shoes aren't there, unless you have them on, which is fine, but sometimes without our shoes on here, the foot can get a little deeper because it's not restricted by the shoe. We don't have the support of the shoe to hold us in position. So again, you may feel a little more in the front of that shin, just hold there, than you do usually. Great stuff. You're gonna think of that nice deep breath in and out. Good. And just holding that position, starting checking the time here. All right. Good stuff. A couple more breaths here. Sorry for the pauses there, Instagram. We're back on now. The last couple minutes. Good, and on your next inhale, we'll come up. And as you exhale, walk your hands towards the knees. And then slowly roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Make sure the head is last to come up. Nice and slow here. Take your time. Good, let the blood flow. There's maybe a little pooling in the head from being over. So letting it slowly come back down out of the head so you don't get any of those head rushes. And whatever method works best for you, let's come up to a standing position here just to finish up. Let's just do one more little posture check-in. So I want you to think of your feet hip width apart, hands by your side, palms turned forward to face me. Good. And then what I want you to do really quickly is just do a little shift to the front of your feet, to the back. So onto the heels, onto the balls of the feet, inside and outside. Just move around a little bit. And then what I'd like you to try to find is that centered position. So from heels to toes, from inside to outside the foot, that whole foot is supporting the body the way it's meant to. And when you have that spot, hold there, and focus on a nice deep breath in and out. Again, hands by your side, palms forward. This is kind of an anatomical position. So whenever we look at the body, study the body, typically it's from this position. There's different planes of movement, gives us different ideas of flexion or extension of muscles. This is usually where we start. But also for us in this position, turning it a little bit, it helps open up the chest and again into those arms, which are usually a little tighter. Good. Take those fingers spread out nice and wide to help take off some of the pressure that maybe is here in those flexors because we grip everything during the day. Just think of those, that spinal column, those vertebrae being stacked one on top of the other. Earlobes over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over ankles, that full foot supporting the body. You know, a slight bend in the knee if it's not there already, just to relax that joint, take pressure off of it. Good. And just hold here for a couple of big breaths in and out. Creating muscle memory here, just especially in this tall, long posture. Good. And that balanced foot position with the whole foot supporting us. You want to spend more time there. A lot of us are heel heavy or maybe on the fronts of the feet, or maybe we internally or externally rotate. So we want to spend a bit more time in that neutral position so the whole foot's supporting us. So again, we can spend more time there throughout our day. Good. Nice deep breath in and out. And you may find holding this, those hands kind of want to come in a little bit. Don't let them. Try to check in. Push back out. Stretch the flexors. Strengthen the extensors here. Again, we want that balance on both sides. Good. So if someone happened to toss us something, we want to be able to extend the fingers to grab it and then catch it as it hits our hand, rather than be here, maybe sprain a finger or something. So even little things, we want all our muscles. We want to try to have that balance on either side as best we can. Good. Let's bring those arms up to center. Let's inhale to open up. Exhale to wrap it around. Good. And again, big deep breath in, open up. Exhale to wrap it around. Nice. And one more time. Give me a big breath in. Reach it out. Reach, 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 reach. And as you exhale, wrap it around. Try to get as far as you can around. Try to touch those fingers together behind you. And give yourself that big pat on your back for a job well done. And that's it, gang. Thank you so much for joining in, for getting your week off on the right foot. Good morning, everyone, for hopping on. Kim, Marion, Andrea, thanks for hopping on here. Again, congratulations, kudos to you for making yourself that priority, for putting the emphasis on yourself to be a little better every day. You set yourself up not just for today, but for the rest of the week to be kind of on that right foot. Because again, we've taken things down. The yin and the yang. We want high energy, lots of movement sometimes, but we also need the other effect of that slowing down, quieting things down, releasing tension, so that again, our system is efficient in that. So when we need it to go up, it can, and come down when we need it to. But our body and our cells need that break as well. Thanks, Elaine and Ray. Have a great day. We want those processes all to be efficient, just like we want strength in the muscle, but good recovery, and in the heart. We want the mind to do that. We want the tension in the body to be able to ramp up if we needed to, but then to come down out of it. We make better decisions. We can focus better on our tasks. We can have maybe more fun and be a little more relaxed through the day. So again, we want to work on that complete package. The positivity pandemic affects everything. It's not just physical. It's not just mental. It's all over that it affects. We want to be able to have that energy in our systems and have things so efficient that we're operationally fit. That's my mandate for my clients, is to make you operationally fit so you're fit to do your daily activities. Enjoy, Mom and Charlotte, enjoy your Sunday outside. I'll be at Zayres for part of it. Thanks, Marion. I really appreciate that. So again, guys, make the most of your day. Drink lots of water. Remember, it's warmer now, so up that water and take a little bit more. Stay hydrated. Have a good post-workout meal, even though it's not super intense. Our body still needs nutrients, so go have a good post-workout snack or meal. Again, whatever you're on schedule to have. Find something to make you smile, make you laugh today. Enjoy yourselves. Again, stay alert of things, be aware, but don't dwell. Get a good night's sleep tonight. Get that fresh air today. Get a break there. Get that fresh air. Our bodies need that. Stay consistent. Stay patient with what you're doing. And we're all 1% better today than we were yesterday. And that's the goal. So you guys all earn that pat on your back today. Enjoy the rest of the day. I'll be on tonight at 6 for Pat Facts. So hopefully you'll be able to join me then, both Instagram and Facebook. And then tomorrow morning, we're Lower Body Monday. So hopefully we'll see you then. Take care, guys. Enjoy your day, and we'll talk to you soon.